al-Hakeem from France.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alhamdulillah.
So the question, I have a daughter who married a man she believed to be pious and also a Hafiz al-Quran.
MashaAllah.
However, after the marriage, he mentally abused her, failed to provide her basic needs like proper food, controlled her actions to the extent that she couldn't even eat or open a biscuit packet when she was hungry without his permission. And also he showed some irrational behavior, such as forbidding her from going to the balcony out of fear of satellites capturing her images, which caused her severe psychological distress and aggravated and her depression. Now they are separating. So my question is it Islamically permissible for her to keep the Mahr and seek for a fasq on the grounds of this abuse? And how can this be properly done while we are living in France? Jazakallah khair.
Wajazakum. It usually takes two to tango. I heard your side of the story. And usually when people discuss their position as victims, they don't say the whole picture. But when we listen to the other side of the conflict, that person who was thought to be the perpetrator becomes also a victim. I don't have the time to sit and talk about it because her husband is not here to defend himself. But I'll assume that what you're saying is totally legit and truthful. This husband of hers, who doesn't provide for her, who's so stingy, who is paranoid, most likely is an ISIS affiliate if he's afraid of the satellites. To that extent, this guy is a nutcase. She is totally allowed to call for fasq with the Muslim judge that is in the Islamic Center, if you have one, that deals with such cases. When she complains and says that he doesn't provide for me the essentials, the basics of food and the likes, and I don't live in a marriage, rather I live in a confinement, solitary confinement, I live in a prison cell, this man is not treating me with ma'roof, and I want out of this marriage due to him not fulfilling his duties. Yes, if this is possible, the judge would award you the fasq. However, I think most of these Islamic centers are managed and controlled by the kafir government, which tries to see them slip and make a mistake. Therefore, they wouldn't rule or judge until she gets a civil divorce. Now, if she's not married in a civil court, because that would be ironic for him, fearing the satellites, that she doesn't go to the balcony, yet he goes to the civil court and gets a man-made contract and the likes. Most likely he did not do this. But if he did, then she should get a civil divorce first, and then with that, she could bargain him of having her rights through the man-made laws, which is haram. But if he's not willing to give her her rights Islamically, then she could use that as a leverage, and Allah knows best.